Which of the following activity increase oxygen in the carbon cycle occurring on Earth? Photosynthesis. During expiration, the diaphragm becomes dome-shaped. During normal respiration in mammal, the diaphragm is flattened. The clinical death takes place when all of the above three conditions. There is no pulse, there is no heartbeat, pupils are fixed and dilated, and there is no recreation of the light. In how many steps CO2 is released in aerobic respiration? 3. Circulatory system. Most important cell type associated with the immunity of the body is lymphocyte. Leukemia is name for several types of cancer that originate in the bone marrow and cause a large number of abnormal blood cells to form. Which blood cell is this? White blood corpuscle, WBC. Used in treatment of blood cancer. Radio phosphorus p-32 or cobalt 60. Total volume of blood in a normal adult woman is 5 to 6 liters. Function of hemoglobin is transport of oxygen. What prevents backflow of blood during heart contraction? Heart valves. In transfusion, blood must be compatible not only in the blood type but also in RH factor. Which of the following instruments measure blood pressure? Sphygmomanometer. In which organ the human body are lymphocytes formed? Spleen, thymus gland, bone marrow. Lymphocytes are type of WBC. They move throughout the body and patrolling force and establishing coordination among all part of immune system. Which among the following help in circulation of blood? Erythrocyte RBC. To carry oxygen from the lungs and to all body tissue and to help in transporting a part of carbon dioxide back to the lungs. Blood group of an individual determined by the universal acceptor blood group AB. Universal donor O. Myoglobin contains the metal iron. The process of blood purification in human body is called dialysis. Which of the following fluid part of the blood? Plasma. Defective hemoglobin in the blood is seen in which of the following? Sickle cell anemia. Lacteals are associated with which of the following? Fat absorption. The most important cell type associated with the body immune system is lymphocyte. In tachycardia, the heart rate becomes fast. Excretory system. Average blood flow through kidney per minute is 1200. Which one of the following glands is present in pair of human body? Adrenal. Filtration unit of human kidney is called nephron. In human the kidney are a part of which system? Excretion. Nervous system. EEG used to monitor brain. EEG brain. ECG. Body temperature is regulated by hypothalamus. Regulate body temperature by hypothalamus. Where the governing center of reflex action located in spinal cord. Which of the following organ in body contracts the body balance? More than A1. Cerebellum, ear, rib. Input output nerve meet at central nervous system. Which of the following gland is called third eye of the human body? Pineal. Endocrine. Hormones are secreted by endocrine gland. Which one of the following hormone? Insulin. Lack of which of the substance cause diabetes in a person? Insulin. Produced by pancreas. Insulin. Hormone play a role in the release milk from mammary gland. Oxytocin. Hormone contain iodine. Thyroxine. Which hormone stimulates the thyroid gland to secrete thyroxine TSH? Pituitary gland is located in brain. Which of the following is an enhancement of innate system? Autotrophic action of the system. Female sex hormone. Estrogen. Reproduction and embryo development. Used to know the development of fetus in the womb. Ultrasonic wave. Sexual reproduction causes genetic variation because of blending of gene, chromosomal change, shuffling of gene. Where does fertilization occur? Oviduct. Plant physiology. Photosynthesis occur in chloroplast. Byproduct of photosynthesis O2. Actual site of dark reaction in photosynthesis inside cytoplast stroma. During photosynthesis, green plant absorb CO2. Which of the following gas is essential for the process of photosynthesis? CO2. Solar energy converted ATP in chloroplast. Which of the following statement is true for the breathing process? Energy is released and stored as ATP. Plant appear to bend towards light due to diffusion of oxygen towards the shady side of the shoot. Water passes from the soil into the root by the physical process is called osmosis. Photosynthesis occurs during day or at night. Process by which plant produce food is called photosynthesis. Where does photosynthesis take place in the cell of leaf? Chloroplast. Which of the following chlorophyll is in photosynthesis is used for absorbing light? Chlorophyll absorbs red and blue wavelengths of the sunlight. The process breaking down organic matter by microorganism is called decomposition. Plant nutrition. Plant hormone, phytohormone are chemical that regulate plant growth, mainly 5 hormones: auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, ethylene, abscisic acid. Modified its stem to store food material. Ginger. Water is conducted in vascular plant by xylem tissue. Which pigment is essential for nitrogen fixation by leguminous plant? Legumoglobin. Most important part of the plant in terms of its life cycle is flower. Pea plant is a herb. Legumes are highly nutritious because they are rich in protein. Xylem in the plant is responsible for flowing function, transport of water and dissolved minerals. Stomata open or close due to change in amount of water in cell. Which of the following is not correct? Thick and hard stem and branching near base tree shrub. The stem of the plant help in distributing food to all part of the plant. It also help in stem health. Water reaches great height in the tree because of suction pull caused by transpiration. Part which we eat in mango is mesocarp. Edible part of lychee, aril. Ginger is a stem, not a root, because it has no internode. Ginger is an underground stem and not a root because it has node and internode. Water enters from soil into root hair of plant due to osmotic pressure. Movement of the leaves of the sensitive plant Mimosa pudica called seismonasty. Which one of the following vegetative hormone? Cytokinin. Plant reproduction. Plant are formed like parent plant from stem cutting. Embryo is found in seed. Water pollinated flower have pollen grain that are light and smooth. Stem cutting is done generally to grow sugar cane. Among the following which is not true? Fruit. Apple. Birds are specifically found at the base axil of leaves and at the end of branches. part of the flower that gives rise to a fruit is ovary. Pollination is best defined as transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma. Plant economic importance. Plant bud. A plant bud is an embryonic shoot, club, a species obtained from which flower bud. Cloves are obtained from flower bud. Turmeric powder is obtained from underground stem. Scientific name of curcuma longa. Turmeric. Curcuma longa. Pear pine. Fir pine, spruce, cedar, larch cypress are famous timber-yielding plants, of which several also occur widely in the hilly region of India. All these belong to gymnosperm. Insulin is received from roots of dahlia. Quinine is common drug for malaria that is obtained from plant. Which part of plant yield this during stem bark? Where does aspirin come from? A tree. Aspirin is a antipyretic. Which one is not antibiotic? Oxytocin. Oxytocin is a hormone found in mammal. Which one of the following is an antibiotic drug? Chloramphenicol antibiotic. Which of the following is an antibiotic? Penicillin or sulfadazine antibiotic. Antibiotic for use for treatment of disease caused by bacteria. An example of antibiotic drug is penicillin. Longest living tree is sequoia. Which of the food grain is richest in protein? Soybean. Largest flower in the world is Rafflesia. Lin and flax plant, coir, coconut plant, mohair, Angora goat, down, feather of duck and cheese. Disease and treatment. Viral disease. Interaction between herpes simplex virus and the human. Parasitism. AIDS is caused by virus. Disease caused by HIV is AIDS. Isera test is color blindness. Pneumonia is an infection of lungs. Most common carrier of communicable disease is housefly. Name the clinical trial in which blood is transfused from a recovered COVID-19 patient to coronavirus patient is plasma therapy. How do COVID vaccine stimulate an immune response? By introducing live attenuated SARS-CoV-2 virus. How do vector vaccine work to provide immunity? By placing the virus in a modified version of a different virus. Bacterial disease, splenic fever, anthrax, hepatitis B. 30 से 180 दिन तक. Typhoid and cholera is typical example of waterborne disease. BCG tuberculosis. Biodegradable waste can usually converted into usefulness substance with the help of bacteria. Every year 5 lakh of Indian dies of a disease identified as tuberculosis. Fungal disease, decomposure of dead organism or bacteria or fungi. Other parasitic disease, malaria or anopheles mosquito are vector of encephalitis and filariasis. Female anophele can distinguish from female culex because it sits at an angle with the substem. Malaria is not true disease caused by an insect parasite. A storehouse of malaria parasite is in our body is liver or spleen. Mosquito bite cause malaria. Mosquito with parasites. Tetanus is an intestinal infection caused by 3 species tapeworm. When cysts develop in brain, condition referred to neurosteatosis, deficiency or non-contagious and other disease. Iron deficiency in body, anemia. Oncogene are associated with cancer, cause cancer as well as cure it depending upon its intensity and use. Ionizing radiation. In respect of women and men suffer color blindness because they have only one X chromosome. Active chemical in a mosquito repellent product is althrin, correctly matched. Malaria, chloroquine. Trachoma disease is related to eye. Anorexia, eating disorder, insomnia, sleep disorder, depression, shortness of breath, insomnia, partial full loss of smell. Genetic